Howdy peeps, Lois here. It's another early morning start. I'm going to be back off on my travels again in a bit, hence why not so many videos. I've just been enjoying life. So, but I wanted to do this quick video because I want to set you guys a challenge. Okay, now this is to do with the concept or theory, however you want to address it, of everyone is you pushed out. I don't know how many of you have heard of this, if you're familiar with it, and if you're not, I'm going to quickly explain it in a nutshell because this really confuses everyone. Basically, everything that's happening inside of you, your inner world, thoughts, feelings, behaviors, energy, everything that's happening inside of you, you project out. And your world, what we call the 3D, this, physical matter, is a reflection of that. So whatever's happening in your outer world is a reflection of what's going on in your inner world. Now, when you use this principle the way it's intended, you will experience massive growth, self-awareness, understanding, comprehension, inner peace, healing, so much. You will grow and evolve as a soul, as a human, like never before. Because three of the key parts of this is it addresses self-awareness, accountability, and detachment. And those are three of the key things that humans struggle with because we're constantly trying to force and fix things in our 3D. We're constantly trying to manipulate people and situations. We are constantly in fear of circumstances and people and how they may respond and treat us. And we're never truly understanding that we are the cause, that is the effect. And I'm not saying that everything you think and everything you feel manifests in reality. It doesn't. We have about 60, 70, 80,000 thoughts a day. Not every single one of those sticks, but you will have a dominant belief, maybe several beliefs that keep recurring in your head. Like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not intelligent, or people disrespect me, or, I'll never find love. Little fucking earworms that just feed away. And how you think determines how you feel, and how you feel determines your energy. Your energy determines your behaviors and your actions. So when you change the way you think, you will change the way you feel, and therefore you will change your energy, which totally changes the vibration that you're putting out into the world, and equally changes your behaviors and your actions. And guess fucking what, people? When all that changes inside of you, all of that out there in your 3D reality must also change because it is a reflection of you. So, my challenge to you, for the next few days, become the observer. And what I mean by that is step back from everything, create some sort of distance between you and circumstances. Now, it's not going to be easy straight away because you're going to get involved, you're going to get attached, you're going to, be in that old state of reacting to 3D circumstances. But I want you to really pay close attention to your outer world, to the way people are treating you, to the experiences you're having, to everything that's going on in your world around you. Just observe it. Observe how people are showing up. Observe how situations are unfolding. Observe how your life is going. And then draw back inside yourself and ask yourself, what am I thinking dominantly right now? Like, what is my most recurring thought? What is my most recurring belief? How am I feeling? Do I feel at peace? Do I feel anxious? Do I feel stressed? Do I feel undervalued? Do I feel content? Do I feel inspired? And then start to work out what your behaviors are as a result of that. What is the energy that you are putting out there? Are you putting out desperation, neediness, unfairness, injustice? Or are you putting out there joy, love, kindness, sincerity, authenticity? That's a key one that a lot of people don't really embody. Being your authentic self, being exactly who the fuck you are, and being good with that. And understanding that, yeah, you're not everyone's cup of tea and you're not meant to be. It's okay. But as long as you're truthfully being you, no mask, no fakery, no pretending, no trying to fit in, just being you, however that means for you. It's really empowering. So if you're having an experience with a coworker who talks down to you, I want you in that moment to just step away and look at them and really understand, like, do I believe that I deserve respect? Do I believe that the way this person is talking to me is how I deserve to be treated? Or am I thinking to myself, God, this person's always talking shit to me. Everybody always talks shit to me. My whole life, everybody's spoken to me this way. My whole life, everybody's treated me unfairly. That is your clue right there. Because when you start to use the phrase, this always happens to me, people always do this to me, things like this always happen to me, there's your dominant belief right there. Because that's the always that is running the program, running the show up there. So, what is your always? What are the things that you keep recurrently, persistently thinking and believing about yourself? And use your outer world to help you identify it. And once you've identified it, that is when you can start to change that story. You can then start to look at things, the way people show up. If someone's rude to you in the shop, if someone's really kind to you in the street, if you suddenly notice that, kids are smiling at you, if you notice that animals are greeting you warmly, if you notice that suddenly people are saying good morning to you, if you're noticing that, suddenly money's appearing, if you're noticing that perhaps, your boss is treating you better, then you've shifted something. And that's the key. Everyone is you pushed out. Everything is you pushed out. So when you start to step back, observe, and reevaluate things and start to identify what is going on up here and in here, and then you can just reprogram it and change it. Sorry, there was a noise. Then you've got your answers. Then you can start to change your life. Everything that goes on out there is a reflection of in here. So use everyone and everything as your mirror. Instead of looking at them and going, that person's an asshole because they yelled at me or they spoke to me disrespectfully, ask yourself, hang on, why do I believe that was okay? Where in my mind am I thinking that I'm always disrespected, that I'm not worth being treated better? Because your behavior will change then and you'll be like, oh, I don't deserve that. And instead of accepting it, instead of just taking it and then wallowing in it and feeling like shit about it, you will behave different. Because when you know your value and worth, you won't accept that kind of behavior anymore. You will set boundaries and you will be able to say, let me change the way I feel about myself, the way I think about myself, and start to affirm that I am respected, that I am valued, that people do appreciate me. And just notice how things start to change when you truly embody it, not just think it over and over and affirm, I feel good, I'm respected, I'm respected. When you truly know and feel and believe, I am worthy of respect, I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of kindness, I am a good person. When you start to identify with that version of you, you are going to be so blown away by what's going on out there. So that's my challenge. See if you can do it over the next few days and drop comments below with your results when you find what it is that triggers you, when you find your limiting beliefs, when you start to change those, and just observe what's going on in your 3D and how it links to the way you think and feel about yourself. Because it is really transformative. And I cannot wait to hear all about it. So, get out there, guys. Start observing. Start shifting. Start changing your lives. And I'll speak to you in another video soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.